Hi everyone, so for today's video I'm going to be going through my entire updated photo card collection. I've been collecting since about midway through 2019 I think, so I have been accumulating stuff for a while. I think I currently have about 8 binders. I am planning on probably moving some stuff around soon and then maybe change around some stuff some more. I have rearranged a few things in a few binders, but I haven't done like a ton of changes since my last storing video, just because I pretty much wanted to keep everything as is for this video. Right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I think I'm gonna do my alt groups first and then move on to like my other collections, just because my alt groups are like my main priority and they do take up most of my collection. So I'm gonna start off with Blackpink, who I do have 2 binders for currently. Right, so I'm gonna start off with my binder of album photo cards for Blackpink. So for Blackpink, I do collect all 4 members for album photo cards, and they are my biggest priority collection. They're also the group that I've been collecting the longest because they are the first group that I got into. So for Square Up, I have the black version and the pink version, and this was actually the first ever K-pop album that I bought, and I'm pretty sure I pulled that Jennie and that Rosé card in that album. And then I have the postcards from Square Up. I have the pink one on the back, and then I have one of Jennie's solo postcards. I don't have a lot of stuff for solo just because it came out like right when I got into them. I don't think I'd bought Square Up at that point, so I wasn't like really buying albums at the time. And solo didn't have any photo card size stuff, so I didn't really collect anything from it. So I just have the Polaroid and the postcard that I got in the one album that I bought. Right, and then at the top I also have I think these were K-Time For You pre-order cards. I would like, I think, to at least get 3 more of the Polaroids for solo, just to have a little more for that album. And I might work on that once I finish Born Pink. Right, and then I have the black version of Kill This Love and the pink version. When I first actually started collecting them, I felt like I was never going to finish this album, but it took some time, but I do have it all finished. And I believe these were also K-Time For You pre-order benefits before they actually started doing photo card pre-order benefits. And I have the black version of How You Like That and the pink version. I definitely think Kill This Love and How You Like That were the hardest albums to collect, just because both of them you did only get 1 card in the album. And I think How You Like That was one of the first albums I bought like multiple copies for. And then I have the postcards, which I think these postcards are probably my favorite postcards that they've done for any album. And I do have one of Lisa and Rosé's K-Time For You pre-order benefits. They're like really big and not normal photo card size, so I'm not planning on getting the other Lisa one or any of the other ones. And then I have just the trading cards that you could get from, I think, their US store. These technically could go in my non-album binder, but I decided to just put them in this binder. And then these technically aren't official, but I really like these postcards, so I put them in here. And then I have the album. So there wasn't a black and a pink version, and there was really like none of the cards went to a specific version, so I kind of just put everything in the way I felt looked the best. And then there is other set, and then I have the last set of album cards at the top, and then for the K-Time For You pre-order benefits at the bottom. I did just keep the ones that I pulled, and I do have Lisa's other 2. They're just in my non-album binder. I did collect all of the postcards too, so on this page I just have all 4 of the members, and then I have their other 4 postcards by members with Lisa, Rosé, Jennie, and then Jisoo. I do wish that they all would have had the same number of postcards for each concept, because they're all like random. And I like the concept with the colorful background, but that one postcard for Jennie just sticks out so much compared to the other ones, which that's also part of the reason why I decided to do the rest of the pages by member. And I have these stickers. And then for Rosé solo, I just wanted to have like a 9 pocket page full of stuff, since all of the other members other than Jennie all did have regular photo card size stuff. So I have 3 of the album cards in the middle, and then I think the K-Time For You pre-order benefits at the top. I believe the 2 at the bottom were YG Select, and then I just have some of the stickers. And then I have postcards that I pulled, and then it was the YG Select postcard. And then I didn't have anywhere else with this, so I have the Hollow Sandy, which was a Weavers pre-order at the bottom for Lisa. And then for Lisa, I did collect everything because Lisa is my Blackpink bias and one of my own biases, so I did want to collect everything for her solo. So I have all of the album cards. I believe the top is a gold version, and then the bottom is the black version. And I did pull one of the rare gold cards, so I have that in the middle. And then I did try and collect as many of the pre-order benefits as I could. So the two at the bottom and that one are all K-Town for You. That one was Applewood, and that was Makestar. And then I have the 3 kit version cards in the middle. I do want to get the other Applewood selfie card, which I'm pretty sure she's wearing the same outfit as she is in that one. Those cards are really hard to find, so I'm still missing that. That is technically like the one Lisa card. That is the one Lisa card from Lisa that I'm missing. And then I have some of the pre-order benefits on this page. So I have 2 of the Time Message cards from Applewood. I believe that one was Makestar. That was Apple Music. Those were Applewood. I think those were YG Select. And I think that was Weavers. Then on the back I have 2 more of the YG Select ones, and I think that was K-Town for You. And I have the Polaroids that I pulled. I think I might be missing a few of those, which once I end up finishing Born Pink, I might go back and try and find those. And then I have the YG Select 4x6 pre-order postcards. And then that is everything I have for Lisa. And then next I just have Born Pink. So I am really close to finishing Born Pink, but I am still missing a few cards. So on this page I have all of the digipack cards, which I'm so glad for the digipacks. You could only pull the member whose digipack it was, instead of, because I'm sure I would have ended up with a lot more duplicates than I did, because I did buy 2 copies of each digipack. So luckily it wasn't too bad collecting those. And then for the black version, I am just missing one of Jenny's selfie cards, and I do have the Polaroids for all of the versions finished. So there is the black version, and then for the pink version, I'm just missing 1 Jisoo card, which is the last Jisoo card I need. I do have Rose and Lisa finished. It's just Jenny and Jisoo that I still need cards for. So I am still missing Jenny's other gray version card. I'm glad I at least finally have one of them, because her gray version cards are so hard to find, or they're super expensive. I really hope I can find that last one for a decent price soon, because all the other Born Pink cards are pretty easy to find, that they go for like a decent price, but that one Jenny card I'm still struggling with. And then there's the last of the cards for the gray version. And on this page I have the kit version cards at the top, as that Lisa card was the last Born Pink card I needed for her, at least for the album cards. So I'm glad I finally have those done. And then at the bottom I have the YG Select Digipack pre-order cards, which I did order a set of digipacks from YG Select, so I was hoping to pull all 4 of the pre-order benefits, but they literally sent me 4 of that Jenny card, so I did have to get the other 3 members. And then I believe this was all YG Select pre-order benefits, so they only did like 1 set of selfie cards for the pre-order benefits, and then the rest were all pretty much concept cards. So I mostly just kept the ones from the stores that I bought albums from. And then I think this was K-Town for You, and then Makestar. So Makestar did 1 hollow set and 1 normal set. I do really like the hollow set, and I just wish Lisa's card was in the same concept as all the other members, because the pink outfits from Pink Venom were some of my favorite outfits that they had for like all of Born Pink. So I really wish Lisa's card would have been in that same concept. I just also wanted to collect a page full of Lisa's pre-order cards. I honestly don't know what store that one is from. I'm pretty sure that was Apple Music. I think that was YG Select. And then I think those 2 were K-Town for You. That was like the YG Select pop-up shop they did. And I think that also might have been YG Select. And I am planning on collecting the postcards. Now that I'm almost done with the photo cards, I'm probably gonna start focusing more on getting the postcards, just because I don't know when they're going to have a comeback, so I would like to have something else to collect for them. So I don't have Lisa's black or pink version for the bigger postcards, but I have her gray larger postcard. So I do have the larger postcards first and then the smaller ones after. I'm missing Rosé's gray version. I have her pink version but not the black version. And I have the black and pink version for Jenny and her gray version. So I just need Jisoo's gray version. I have the black and the pink version for Jisoo, and then I'm missing Lisa's black version postcard, and I need both her and Rosé for the gray version. I have black and pink version for Rosé, and then I need both Jenny's black and pink versions. And I have gray versions, and then Jisoo for the black and pink version. And then for Jisoo solo, I just kept my album pools. So I only bought the like regular photo book versions. I was gonna get the tag version of me as well, but my order kept getting delayed because of the tag version, so I decided to just not get that version and just get the 2 photo book versions because I was tired of waiting for my albums. So the top version, or the cards on top, are from the red version, and the cards on the bottom are from the black version. And then I have 3 of the K-Town For You pre-order benefits in the middle. And then I have the rest on this page. And then the last thing I have in here is just the bigger album inclusions. I'm not planning on collecting most likely anything else for me for right now, just because, like I said, Lisa is the only member that I'm collecting everything for solo stuff for. Okay, and then that was everything for my album photo card binder for Blackpink. Now I'm gonna go into my non-album binder for them. Okay, so for this binder, I do kind of mostly have Lisa stuff and then like some stuff that I have full group for. So I did recently move around some of this stuff. Okay, so first I have stuff from her 327 photo book. So the first volume she didn't have any photo cards or anything. So I just have the stickers in the middle. And then from the second photo book, I have the K-Town For You pre-order cards at the top and then YG Select at the bottom. And then those were the clear cards from the first photo book and some of the stickers, and then the clear card from the second photo book. And I think these were from the first one, and then these were stickers from the second one. And I have like the bookmark thing from the Lisa's version of the Japanese version of the album. And then I have the K-Town For You pre-order benefits, and then that was the photo card that actually came in the photo book, and then some of the stickers from the third volume she did. Then there's the film strip and the rest of the stickers, and then I have the 4th version she did this year. So I have, that was a YG Select pre-order benefit, one of the stickers from the photo book, a K-Town For You pre-order benefit, and then those were 2 of the photo cards that actually came in the photo book. I pulled that one and then I bought that one. There are still 2 that I'm missing, and I would really like to get those, but they are really expensive and also hard to find. But if I can find them for a decent price, I'm definitely planning on getting them, because honestly the volume 4 photo book has some of my favorite photo cards of hers. And then I just have the Polaroid that I got, and then the other stickers and the envelope that all the inclusions came in. And I just have some random stuff from Lisa. So that was the K-Town For You pre-order card from the like special Lisa photo book that she did. And then I have some merch stickers, and I believe those were 2 merch cards, and then just one of the envelopes that they came in. I would like to get one more card for this page just to finish it. And then these were the Polaroids from the Lisa photo book. And then I have some of her MAC photo cards from when she was like working with MAC. I originally wanted to have just a 9 pocket page full of them, but I really haven't tried to get any more of them, so I don't know if I'm going to end up doing that. And then I have her As If It's Your Last postcards. I would like to try and get something from like every release that they've had. Like I would like to have something from Square 1 and Square 2, just have something from like every era. Like even if it's just postcards like this, just because I don't have anything for either of those releases. And then this page is just a bunch of stuff from the album. I think those were both with drama pre-order cards. That was from How You Like That, and that was from Lovesick, or that was from the album. I have the How You Like That Cash B. I think that was a YG Select pre-order. And then those were the other two K-Town For You pre-order cards, which her K-Town For You pre-order cards for the album were also some of my favorite cards of hers. And then I have two of her photo cards from the Japanese version of the album. I honestly would like to collect her Japanese photo cards, but they are a little harder to find than like the regular album photo cards. So it would definitely be something I'd have to slowly work on. And I think that was an Apple Music pre-order card, if I'm remembering correctly. Then I just have some other stuff from the album, and I think some of it might have also been the show merch. I have the hollow stickers, and then like the playing cards. And then I did use some of the extra like number cards to put on the back because I really liked, or to put in empty spots and on the backs of the stickers, just because I really like the backs of the cards. And then this is kind of where it starts to transition into stuff that I have full group for. So for the 4+1 photo book, I did end up getting really lucky, and I pulled Lisa's Lovesick Girls and How You Like That cards. And then I found her ice cream card for like a decent price. So, and then I did pull Rosé's in my photo book, so I just kept hers. And then I have the K-Town For You pre-order cards at the bottom. And then this is stuff from the show. So I pulled two of Lisa's cards from the live version, or the live album for the show. And then I did buy one of the other ones. I am still missing one, which I would like to get if I could find it. And then I have the full member set from the show DVD. And I think these postcards were from the DVD, and then the stickers from the CD, and then the stickers from the album. And I can't remember if these were from the album or from the DVD, but it was from one of them. And then I did see them in November, so I have my ticket from seeing them, and I have my soundcheck and Ultimate VIP wristband in there. And I have the Born Pink tour postcards, which are like ridiculously big. So this page is all light stick cards. So I have the full set that came with the version 2 light stick when it first came out, and I do have one of Lisa's cards from when they restocked the version 2 light stick before the Born Pink tour, and I have two of Lisa's version 1 light stick photo cards. And then I have the Blink membership kit stuff. I have my membership card in the middle, but I have my name and number, my name and my membership number covered. So there's two sets of the photo cards, and then the other set of cards, and then the stickers, and then the postcards. And then this is the 2022 or the 2020 welcoming collection photo cards. I do have both of Lisa's cards, and I have Jenny's clear card, and I have the postcards from that, and the stickers, the Polaroids, and then one set of the pre-order cards. And then I have the 2020 summer diary. I really loved the whole photo shoot for this. So I have Lisa and Rosé on the first page, and then Jenny and Jisoo on the next page. And I have the postcards, and then the group Polaroids, and then the individual member ones, and then the stickers. And then I have the 2021 season's greetings and the 2022 welcoming collection stickers on the back of there. And I have Lisa and Rosé for the 2021 season's greetings, and then there's Jenny and Jisoo. And then for the 2022 welcoming collection, I have Lisa and Rosé and their unit cards, and then Jenny and Jisoo. And I have the other two unit cards, and then I have the other two unit cards and the Weverse pre-orders, and then the postcards. And then on top, I have the 2 Polaroids you got in the welcoming collection, and then the 2 pre-order ones. So they didn't do a welcoming collection or season's greetings this year, so obviously I don't have that. And then I just have the 2 K-Town for You pre-order tickets for the album. I didn't really have anywhere else to put them. I didn't want them. I didn't like having them in my other binder, so they're just at the back of this binder. That is currently everything I have for Blackpink. So obviously they haven't had a comeback or anything this year, and I honestly don't know if they're gonna have one at any point this year. So I don't know how much I'm really gonna add to this collection other than non-album stuff for the rest of this year. Alright, that is everything I have for Blackpink. So I'm gonna go into EXO, and I'm gonna start off with my non-album stuff for EXO. So I do have a decent amount of non-album stuff for EXO, but I haven't really worked on this collection much recently, just because they have been a group for so long that there is a lot of stuff, and I kind of just pick and choose what I want to get, and it's all kind of in a random order in this binder. So if it doesn't make sense, it might make sense to me, because I kind of just stick stuff wherever. Alright, so to start off, I have the Don't Mess Up My Tempo holo sticker set. Tempo is still my favorite title track of theirs, and Don't Mess Up My Tempo is definitely one of my favorite albums of theirs. So usually if I see something from that album, I do try and get it. So there is the sticker set, and then I originally was planning on collecting Sehun's holo photo cards, but I honestly don't feel motivated to collect them anymore. So I do have like 3 random ones at the top. That was one of his tour ones, and I have Tempo and Love Shot, and I have 2 tour photo cards. I can't remember exactly where they're from. One is, I think that one's from a DVD, but I can't remember, and I honestly don't remember which tour they're from either. And then I have one of his membership photo cards. I don't know what version of the membership it was, but they did 2 of the same photo cards. Like, they used the same picture for both photo cards, just one has an EXO logo on the back and one has a message and a signature. And then I also have 2 of his photo cards from the XOSC Daikon magazine. And then I have the Tempo and Love Shot standees. And I also have Kai's on the back, because I was collecting his holo cards at one point too. And then I was just collecting Sehun, and now I'm not really collecting either of them. So I have some season's greeting stuff. So this was 2019, 2020, and 2021. And then 2022 and 2023. If he is in the 2024 season's greetings, I probably will buy it. If he's not, I don't know if I'm going to buy it. It'll probably depend on if I like the concept or not. I have season's greeting postcards. And then inclusions from the 2023 season's greetings. And then I did buy the 2021 season greetings, so I have the stuff from the other members here. And then I did a 2-page spread for the other members for the 2023 season's greetings. I really love the concept they did for this, which is why I decided to collect it. And then I have the other bigger inclusions. I definitely need to get different pages for these, because some of the stuff doesn't really fit in here properly, but I just haven't got around to doing it. And then I originally was collecting Kai for season's greeting stuff as well, so I have some of his cards, and then I have some random tour stuff, which some of it again I do have Kai for. Most of it I do just have Sehun for. And I have, that was, I think that came with the exploration postcards, and then that was from the present the moment photo book. And then I have the full set of exploration postcards, which there was just 6 members for that tour, and I do have 2 sets of Sehun's. That was not on purpose. And then I do have a set of Super M postcards. I don't collect anything for Super M, just because, to be honest, I didn't listen to Super M, so I was collecting Kai's photo cards for their first release, but I didn't buy their albums or anything. But then I pretty quickly stopped collecting those, just because I wasn't listening to their music and I didn't really care for Super M. So I mainly just bought some of the stuff just to have something to collect for him because he didn't have any solo albums at that point. And this was from the Exploration photo book, which I did pull him. And then I just have a random Peaches film strip in here just because I didn't have anywhere else to put it. And then I believe those stickers were from the Exploration photo book or the DVD. I can't remember which one. I have the Diecon magazine film strip, and then I have, I think this was the membership postcard, and then postcards from the Diecon magazine. I didn't put all of them in here. I just put some of my favorites in here. And then overdose postcards and some other random postcards for Sahan's flow photo cards. I don't think they even still do those. And then I have just like a page of random stuff. So those are 2 Nature Republic cards, this light stick card, some Cashby cards. I believe those were 4 life stickers. And then I think that was the Momo Don't Fight the Feeling pre-order photo card. I have 2 Nature Republic postcards. And then this is mostly just other random cards that I was collecting at one point, but I'm not collecting anymore. And then these were just some fan sign cards, or some fan site cards I got as freebies. So those are all in there. And then some random cards I have for the other members. And then just an extra Kai card that I had. And 2 extra Sehun cards that I have that are both damaged. And then these were just like the bigger postcard things from the 2021 season greetings. And then that is everything for non-album for EXO. So I'm going to go into my bigger album inclusions, and then I'll do my album photo cards. So originally I was collecting bigger inclusions a little more thoroughly, but I kind of haven't been keeping up with them as much. And I think I mostly have everything for at least Sehun at this point. So I have the one XOK big photo card from Mama, and then these stickers version from the private version of the war. And then I have some of this stuff is also out of order, and it's mainly just where I just put stuff where I could fit it. And I have Lay's Snow Globe from Miracles in December, then Chumin's 4 Life postcard, then Sehun's 4 Life postcard, and the 4x6. I have the postcards from the A version of the war, which I absolutely love these postcards. And I kind of would like to collect full group for them if I could at some point. And then I have the War the Power of Music postcards. I do have, like, the albums came with all the members, but I just have theirs in here. And Don't Mess Up My Tempo. And some more Don't Mess Up My Tempo postcards. Obsession. Don't Fight the Feeling. And then What a Life. And then What a Billion Views. So I have the stickers and then all the postcards. I have Kai's first solo album, and then I have one of the postcards from Rover. I have bigger inclusions from Peaches, and I have stuff from Suho's first solo album, and then stuff from The Light for Baekhyun. And that is everything for this binder. Like I said, I don't really focus much on bigger inclusions for them, especially because I think I do have like most of the stuff at this point, and I don't know how much I'm going to collect for their upcoming comeback, but it's just really not a priority for me that much anymore. Okay, and now I'm going to get into my album photo cards, which I do currently have them in a binder with Stray Kids, but I think I'm going to end up giving Stray Kids their own binder soon. So for EXO, I collect Sehun and Kai fully. I do have Sehun finished. I have had him finished, I think, pretty much the entire time I've had this channel, which has been 2 years now. So I know I had him finished up until Don't Fight the Feeling, but I don't think it took me that long to finish Don't Fight the Feeling after I started this channel. So I had pretty much all of his album cards for a while. So I'm really excited to finally have some new stuff to collect for him again. And I do collect all all of his cards for XOSC as well. So I have What a Life, and then for 1 billion views, I collected everything for 1 billion views for both of them. And I have like the unit cards in the middle. So these were all of the regular album photo cards. For the Kino cards, I only collected the unit cards and Sanyo's cards because there was no way I was going to collect channel for those. I had a hard enough time finding Sanyo's cards. I would absolutely love to have an XOSC come back before Sanyo has to enlist, because I really love all the XOSC music, and it's been so long since 1 billion views came out, and it doesn't seem like Sanyo is going to get a solo album at any time soon, so I would at least love another XOSC comeback. And then for Kai, for his EXO album photo cards, I'm only missing one, and it's just this one mama card. I've been missing it for the longest time now. It honestly isn't even that hard to find. I definitely have the card of the two that's harder to find. I've just never gotten around to getting that other card. And then he is also the one member I do collect solo stuff for, because Sehun is my bias, but Kai was like my original bias in EXO, and he's still like easily like my second favorite member. His and Baekhyun's solo music is probably my favorite out of all of the members. Originally was collecting everything from all the versions for his solo albums, but his first album had so many different versions. There was 3 photo book versions, 3 jewel case versions, and the flipbook version. So I decided to just stick to the photo book versions, and I took out the jewel case version cards that I have, and then I have the 2 flipbook version cards I have on the back. I think I was still missing 1 flipbook version, and I just honestly didn't like the jewel case version cards because they were AR cards. So now I just need 1 card from the Z version. I'm hoping while he's in the military I can finally get around to finishing his solo cards, because I'm missing 1 card from his first album, and then for Peaches I'm also missing 1 card. But I do think his Peaches cards are probably some of my favorites. Like, I think that card is my favorite card of his. And then for Rover, I don't have a lot of progress. I have 2 of the photo book version cards, 1 sleeve version card, and 1 digipack version card. I am glad that there was only 9 cards this time. Like, for both Peaches and Rover, I think there was only 9 cards. His first solo album was the only one that really had like a ridiculous amount of cards. For Rover, there was also the SM Mini versions, but I didn't buy those just because I didn't like the cards as much, and I just wanted to stick to having 9 cards. And then for the other members, I did want to collect some stuff. Have been very slowly working on the other members for stuff, just because it's not like a super high priority, but I do like having the other members for some stuff. And I kind of just picked some of my favorite albums and some of my favorite cards that they've done. So for the war, I am collecting the private version cards, and I do also keep stuff for EXO, mainly in this binder from youngest to oldest, just because my 2 favorite members are the 2 youngest members, which is why these cards are like in reverse age order. So I'm still missing Kyungsoo, Chaewol, and Baekhyun for those cards. And then for Don't Mess Up My Tempo, I'm just collecting kind of whatever card I like the most from each member. I didn't care about getting a specific version for any of the cards. And then Obsession was my first EXO comeback. It's one of my favorite title tracks of theirs and one of my favorite albums of theirs. And the clone concept is my favorite concept they've ever done, pretty much. Like, even though with 6 members, I absolutely love Obsession. I would love for them to be able to perform it as a full group at some point. And I would love for them to bring back the clone concept at some point. Yeah, so I at least wanted to have 1 card from the EXO version and the XXO version. I'm just missing 1 of Baekhyun's EXO version cards, which I honestly really would like to get around to getting that, just so I could finally have that page finished. And then for Don't Fight the Feeling, I was planning on collecting something for the other members, but I just haven't gotten around to it, and I don't think I'm going to at this point. For their upcoming comeback Exist, I am planning on collecting at least 1 full member set, and I am planning on getting a full set of, I think, the Makestar pre-order benefits, but I don't know really what else I'm gonna collect for that album quite yet. But I am definitely gonna collect Sehun and Kai fully. And then after that, I just have some cards that I have for the other members. I don't have a lot just because for the most part, when I started collecting EXO, I bought most of their albums already unsealed with either Kai Hussein's photo cards, just so I didn't have to worry about pulling them, because SM tends to do like 1 of 9 or 1 of 8 photo cards for them. So it was just easier for me to buy their albums already unsealed with their photo cards. And then I also have some of their solo cards on this page. I originally was planning on collecting one version of each solo release for the other members, but I honestly just haven't been able to keep up with that. I would like to at least try and get some of them and have at least like one solo album for all the members. So I'm hoping at some point I can go back and get some of them, but I haven't really done it in a while. Like, Delight was the last solo album that I bought, like not including Kai's albums. So I don't know, maybe at some point I will go back and get some of the other ones. I don't have any of Chen's solo albums, and I didn't get Kyungsoo or Schumann, so at some point I'm hoping to have some of their solo albums. Right, and then next I have Stray Kids. So EXO and Stray Kids are the only 2 boy groups that I collect, and I do think I am planning on moving Stray Kids into their own binder at some point, because like I like my alt groups having their own binders, and I feel like at this point Stray Kids is probably an alt group for me, so it would be nice for them to have their own binder, and this binder is getting pretty full. With how often Stray Kids have comebacks, I feel like it would definitely be helpful for them to have their own binder. I do have an A5 binder for them as well, which I'll go into after I get through the rest of this binder. So then for them for right now, I am just collecting from No Easy forward. I at least want to also collect Go Live and In Life, and then once I finish those 2 albums too, I might slowly start working on some of their older cards as well, some of their older albums as well. But for right now, my main focus is from No Easy forward. So I do have all of the members for the limited photo card set for No Easy, and then I do collect Chain and Felix, which I do also have them like EXO. I have them technically in youngest to oldest at this point, which I don't do it for full group sets. I might end up switching them. Part of the main reason why I wanted to have Felix first was just because of the heart cards from Accident, but I might just switch those 2 cards and switch them so Chain is first, just because like they're definitely both my bias, but I feel like Chain's just like slightly like the slightest bit ahead of Felix on my bias list. So I do have them currently done for No Easy, and I do have an extra set of Chain and Felix's limited cards, but I think I might at some point, once I finish all their other cards, collect 2 full group sets for No Easy. So I don't know what sets I'm going to collect at this point, but at some point in the future I might do that. And then I have their jewel case cards and the ring cards, and then these were just like some of the pre-order booklet things. And then I have Christmas Evil finished, and then for Ordinary I decided to collect the set for all the members just because these cards are so easy to find, and I think I ended up pulling most of them, so I really only had to buy a few of them. I know Changbin I didn't pull. I think Ian was another one that I needed, but like most of the other ones I already had, so I figured I might as well. And then for Ordinary, I just need 2 of Felix's like regular album photo cards, and then Chan's jewel case card. And then I have some of the units, and then the ones that have circle cards, and then 3 more units. And then I did pull both of their postcards, so I have those in here. And then Accident I almost have done. I just need Chan's heart card. And I have the rest of the cards, and then they have honorary postcard, the Accident postcard, and then their pre-order postcards. And then for 5-star, I am planning on collecting, I do have the full set of Soundwave pre-order benefits, and I am planning on collecting all the members for both jewel case cards, the regular album card and the pre-order card. but my digipacks didn't get here in time for this video, so I don't have anything for the first 3 pages for 5-star, but I should hopefully have those for my next story video. And then I did end up pulling 6 of the 8 target cards, and I didn't pull a single duplicate for the target cards, so I decided to just collect the full set of those. I am just missing Hyunjin and Han, which I am kind of worried about getting Hyunjin's because his tends to be the most expensive one. And then for the regular photo book versions of 5-star, for right now I'm just collecting Chan and Felix. I definitely could collect the other members because I am keeping all their cards that I pulled, and I pulled every member twice except for Lino, so it really wouldn't be that hard for me to finish the other members. But I do just want to stick to the 2 members I mainly collect for right now. I am just missing 2 cards for both of them. And then I did pull both of their outfit of the day postcards. I might move one of theirs to the back of this page. And then I also pulled Hyunjin and Jongbin and Somin and Ayan. I did pull all but 2 of the outfit of the day postcards, but I wasn't planning on collecting those to begin with, so I'm not trying to get the other 2 at this point. And then I did also decide to collect Jan's Maniac Tour Polaroids, just collecting 9 of them, and I think there are 10 total, so I am still just missing 3. And I do just keep all of the cards I pull for the other members, so the last few pages in here are all just the other cards I have for the other members. So if I do end up collecting any other full group sets, I do have like at least a decent start to that. And then I'm going to go into my A5 binder that I have for Stray Kids. It is a very small amount of cards I have in that binder. So for right now, I just have one A5 binder. I do think I'm going to end up getting a second one and move a few collections into there, but I'll probably talk more about that when I actually get to those collections. So in this binder, I have pre-order benefits for Chan and Felix. It is mostly going to be Chan cards. I would like to at least collect 4 of his pre-order cards from No Easy and Ordinary, and then going forward, if I can collect 4 for him, and then 2 sets for him and Felix, that would be ideal. But if I can't end up doing that, I at least want to get 4 of Chan's cards. So for right now, this binder just has Maxident cards in it. So I have both Chan and Felix for Apple Music and With Me. And then I have both of their Target cards. I do obviously at least want to get one more set, so there's not an empty space there. And then for Chan, I do have a full page of cards. So I have sets Shopee, Soundwave, Music Plant, and Star River. And I do have one of his lucky draws too. I at least want to get 3 more pre-order or fan sign cards to fill out this page, but I'm probably not going to collect 8 cards for every release. Like I said, I do mainly just want to stick to 4. And I do have an empty page in here for 5-star. I have his Apple Music and JYP Shop pre-order cards on the way, so I will need at least 2 more. I think I might at least try and get With Mew and maybe Make Star, but I don't know what other stars I want to collect. And on this page I just have 2 other random cards that I had. So I have one of his tour cards, and then Felix and Chan's unit card from The Sound. I would like to try and collect all of the other unit cards that they have, but I don't really know how possible that's going to be. Okay, so that was everything for this binder and for Stray Kids. So I do just have 2 more binders left to go through. Right, so in this binder I have Dreamcatcher, sserafim, and wjsn right now, and my Dreamcatcher collection is definitely my highest priority out of all the groups that are all groups for me. My Dreamcatcher collection is like a little bit all over the place, and what I collect depends on the release. And my original plan was to collect Alone in the City and then just from the Dystopia trilogy forward, but I do have a few other albums in between there. So I do have Alone in the City finished, and I do collect Jihyo and Yuhyun. And then I wasn't planning on collecting The End of Nightmare, but I was able to find most of the cards. So I am just missing one. I am missing Jiu's selfie card, but I honestly didn't think I would get the cards that I have, so I am happy to at least have almost all of the cards. And then for Rate a Dream, I am missing a few cards. Like, I know I'm missing Jiu's equivalent of that card, and I have Jiu's MMT card, which I don't have for Yuhyun. but I still at least wanted to have that card in here. And I also have Ji's clear card, but not Yuhyun's. So I am not too concerned about getting the other cards, but if I do, it would be nice. It's just not really a priority right now. And then I have Dystopia, the Tree of Language, and I do also have an extra Jiu pre-order benefit in the middle. And I have Yuhyun. And then I have Dystopia Lose Myself, which is when I got into Dreamcatcher. So I have that album finished. And then I have Dystopia Road to Utopia. And I did collect some of the pre-order benefits when I first started collecting them. So I do have a page of both Yuhyun and Jiu. But I think I'm probably going to end up selling these cards just because I don't really like to collect pre-order benefits for them right now. And then I have Summer Holiday, which thankfully I finished. That Yuhyun card was impossible to find for the longest time. So I'm glad I finally have that. And then for Apocalypse Save Us, I decided to collect my top 3, which is obviously Jiu and Yuhyun and also Xian. So I have the K-Town for You pre-order benefits at the top because I think I might have pulled all 3 of theirs if I remember correctly. And then I have 2 of the other album cards. And then this is all the limited cards. I am still missing 2 cards, and I feel like I'm probably never going to be able to find those cards at this point. So this page still isn't finished. I'm hoping maybe at some point I can find them, but I don't have too much faith in that right now. There was still another 2 sets of cards. I did decide to collect a full group set for one of the selfie sets and then a concept set. And for Apocalypse Follow Us, instead of completely collecting 3 members, I decided to just have 1 page with my top 3 and then collect all the other cards for Jiu and Yuhyun, which I also did the same thing for Apocalypse From Us. So I have this page. I am still missing 1 card for both Jiu and Yuhyun. I still need both of their platform version cards, or other platform version cards, but they're really hard to find. When I do find them, they're like really expensive. So I'm not, at this point, I'm not planning on getting those cards. If I can find them for a decent price, I will get them, but for right now I'm considering both of these collections done. I am glad at least I have all of the limited cards. And then, like I said, for Apocalypse From Us, I did decide to do the 1 page with my top 3 again. So I just have Jiu and Xian for this page for right now. And then I did have a lot of luck pulling Jiu for this album. So I pulled her in all but 1 of my albums. And then I ended up buying both of her limited selfie cards. So I just need 3 more cards for her. And I also have her K-Town For You pre-order card on the back. And then unfortunately I didn't pull a single Yuhyun card. So her page is currently empty. And then I do like keeping some of the cards I have for the other members. So those are all just right here. I am trying to limit myself from keeping cards for the other members just because I know I don't need all of them. I might keep like 1 or 2 cards for the other members and also keep all the Xian and Handog cards that I have, just because obviously Jiu and Yuhyun and Xian are my top 3, but I think Handog is probably like 4th for me. But I do really like all the members and I like having some cards for them. And that is everything for Dreamcatcher. And the next I have the Sserafim. So this collection isn't one that I work on like too seriously, just because I collect Chaewon and she's very hard to find or very expensive. So I did decide to just start off with Anti-Fragile. I don't know at this point if I'm going to go back and collect Fearless, just because Anti-Fragile was hard enough and I don't think there's that many cards for Fearless. If I have a chance and if I ever end up finishing all the other cards for Chaewon, I might go back and do that at some point. And I didn't decide to collect everything. I think I wanted to get all of the regular photo book cards, but obviously her Frozen Aquamarine card is impossible to find for a decent price. And I have one of her Weavers cards and then her compact cards, and then one of the unit cards. I'm honestly thinking about just considering this finished at this point and just having the 7 cards that I have and focusing more on Unforgiven, which for Unforgiven I just have the US group card and then 2 of her compact version cards. And then I need all of her photo book version cards and her other compact version card, but I am also considering maybe just getting her Weaver's card, one of her Weaver's cards instead of the other compact version card, because I don't really like the compact version card. And then I do also keep my Yunjin pulls just because I honestly would love to collect her, but there's just no way I could collect Jaewon and Yunjin. And I just have the postcards from their albums. And then the last collection I have in this binder is wjsn. This is like a collection that I work on even slower than the sserafim, and I am only collecting from For the Summer forward. So I'm collecting 2 members, Subin and Yoram, but I kind of just work on this collection when I can and kind of just keep it as like a casual collection. So I just have one For the Summer card, and I have Subin finished for As You Wish, and I don't have anything on this page from Neverland, but I do have one Subin card. And then I don't have anything for Chakami's first album. And then for Unnatural, I have 2 cards on that page, and then I have another Subin on that page. I got this Dawn card as a freebie, so I just, with like a bunch of other cards that I bought, so I just stuck it on the back. And then I also collected Sola for WJS on the Black, because this was actually the first WJSN release that I collected anything for, because I absolutely loved Easy. I would love a WJSN comeback in general, but I would really love a WJSN the Black comeback at some point. So I did collect Sola, and then I collected one of her units with all of the other 3 members, and I just kept the bigger inclusions that I pulled, because I did pull one for every member. And then I have Super Yuppers, so I do just have one of the units. I was planning on collecting all 3 of Subin and Yoram's units, but I decided to just do the one for now. So I'm still missing the one Yoram card. And then I do actually have Sequence finished. And I honestly don't know if I'm still going to do it, but I was planning on collecting one full group set for the other members, but I'm still missing 3 cards and haven't really been looking for them, so I might end up dropping this. And then I also have the K-Top View period benefits that I got, and then 3 of the unit cards that I pulled. And I have some Subin units that I have in some other random cards of hers that I got in a bundle with other cards. And then at the back I just have some bigger inclusions. I just kept whatever I pulled. So that is everything for this binder. And that was pretty much everything for the main collections that I actively work on. So now I just have one more binder to go through. So in this binder, I have aespa, which I've been really going back and forth about what I want to do with this collection for a while, because I was waiting mainly to see how I felt about aespa's comeback, and I actually ended up really liking it, and it's honestly one of my favorite releases of the year. But I still haven't got the albums, and I was planning on waiting for the US release, which finally happened on the day that I'm filming this. So if I end up getting albums, I'm probably gonna get some of like the US versions of the albums. But I've been like going back and forth of whether or not I still want to collect aespa. So I was collecting Winter. I am still missing one of her Savage cards, but it just was so expensive at the time, and I think it at least isn't as expensive now, but I just never ended up getting it, so I considered Savage done. But I am thinking about moving Winter into an A5 binder, and I'm kind of going back and forth about what I want to do with her collection. I either want to collect maybe like 4 cards for each release, or 2 cards for Winter and 2 cards for Ning Ning for each release, because I feel like, because Ning Ning was like originally my aespa bias, and then it was Winter, and now I feel like they're both my bias, so I think I might just collect both of them. I do have one of the, I can't remember if it was like an SM pre-order, but I do have one of Ning Ning's, and I think the one I have for Winter is the same, or at least they have the same backs. I honestly don't remember what the pre-order cards for Savage were like. Yeah, so I do have Winter also finished for girls, and then I do have another Ning Ning card on the back. So I definitely think this collection is going to move into an A5 binder, and I'm probably going to downsize it at least a little bit. I just don't know if I'm going to collect 2 members or just 1. Either way, I most likely will probably collect 4 cards per release and kind of just pick my favorites. And that was everything for aespa. And then I have my Red Velvet collection, which originally I was collecting 3 members, Yuri, Joy, and Solgi, and then that just got to be way too much and I dropped down to just Yuri. And then I just realized I wasn't motivated at all to work on this collection, and I decided to just keep 1 card for each release because I do still have all their albums and I don't want to get rid of their albums. I figured I might as well just collect 1 card for each one. I don't have a card from the Velvet because I ended up selling whoever I pulled, and I can't remember if I might have had either Joy or Solgi, and I sold those already too, so I do still need a card from the Velvet. And then other than that, I kind of just kept whatever card I like the most, and there are some releases that I have more than 1 card for, and it's either because I just really couldn't pick or because I have multiple versions of that album. And I don't have everything. I don't have a copy of Queendom, but I do have one of Yuri's Queendom cards, and I don't have any birthday albums. And then I just have some bigger inclusions, which I always just kept so I pulled. And then the rest of this binder is all just solo artists. I think if I do end up moving aespa to an A5 binder, I'm gonna move Red Velvet into my other girl groups binder. And then I'm probably also gonna move Somi in there because she's like the only soloist that's not in a group that I collect anything for. So I did collect 7 of the cards from XOXO for Somi, and I would like to collect whatever she releases going forward. There was still a few other cards from this album that I'm missing, but I did just want to keep. I was either going to try to do the full 9 pocket page or just do 7 cards, so I ended up doing 7. And then I have some Changa cards, which I think I'm probably going to move into an A5 binder with aespa, with whatever I end up doing for them. And I have some more Changa cards, and then 2 semi cards, and then have some bigger inclusions there. So there's definitely gonna be some changes for this binder in the future. I'm most likely gonna move everything out of here and then move some stuff into an A5 binder and then some stuff into my other like girl groups binder, and I think I'm probably gonna move my Stray Kids stuff in this binder. Yep, that is everything for right now. I should hopefully have an EXO unboxing at some point and another storing photo cards video not too long after that. So hopefully I will see you then. Thank you for watching. Bye.